Yesterday, we grounded ourselves with Shailaputri, the daughter of the mountains. Today, we move inward with Brahmacharini, the goddess of devotion, penance, and unwavering resolve. Now, Brahmacharini is not the fiery warrior we often imagine when we think of goddess. She didn't ride a lion or hold weapons. She walks barefoot, clad in white, with a rosary in one hand and a kamandalu, a pot of sacred water, in the other. She is simplicity. She is focus. She is the silent fire that doesn't burn out. Brahmacharini is the form Parvati took when she decided to perform deep tapasya, spiritual austerities to win Shiva's heart. She gave up comfort, food, even rest. She meditated for thousands of years through every season. People mocked her, the forest tried to distract her, but she remained still, empty stomach, full heart. At one point, even the gods were concerned. They asked her to stop, but she didn't flinch. Because when your purpose is clear, even heaven's doubts don't shake you. This wasn't stubbornness, it was devotion, inner fire, tapasya. And eventually, the universe bowed down to her resilience. Shiva emerged from his meditation and accepted her as his equal. Her story reminds us that spiritual strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's found in silent consistency, in the daily, invisible choices that shape our soul. Let's be honest, modern life doesn't leave us much space for stillness. But Brahmacharini isn't asking us to give up our lives. She is inviting us to choose what truly matters again and again, even when it's uncomfortable. Tapasya today could look like waking up early to write the book no one knows you're working on, turning down a quick dopamine fix to stay committed to a long term goal, letting go of validation, and embracing a path that feels lonely but deeply aligned. I once met a Kathak dancer. She had been practicing every morning at 4 a.m. without fail for 12 years, even through injuries. She told me there were days I danced with tears, but I never missed practice because this isn't for applause, it's for the divine within me. That's Brahmacharini, fierce in discipline, soft in spirit, steady in purpose. Let me tell you the story of Meera, a woman who left her corporate job to start a sustainable farm. No land, no connections, just an inner knowing that this was her dharma. She started by composting kitchen waste in old buckets. Then she grew spinach in repurposed bottles. People laughed, family worried. She kept going. 5 years later, she wasn't just running a profitable organic farm, she had trained over 300 women in rural Maharashtra in eco farming. But if you asked her the key to success, she'd say, I watered my dream daily like a seed, even when it didn't sprout. That's the power of patience. Not waiting passively, but showing up no matter what. So, how do we embody her essence? Begin your day with stillness. Even 5 minutes of mindful silence can reset your entire nervous system. Choose one commitment, one habit, one value, one discipline. Stay with it for the next 9 days. Create a small altar or space, a candle, a diary, a symbol of your inner fire. Visit it daily. You can also fast lightly or give up something symbolic, not to punish yourself, but to practice self mastery. And if you slip, start again. That's also tapasya. Remember, the essence of brahmacharini isn't about being perfect. It's about returning to your path again and again with love. Day 2 of Navaratri is a quiet revolution. Brahmacharini doesn't ask us to become monks. She simply asks us to remember that every big dream needs a quiet fire behind it. So ask yourself, what devotion have I abandoned that I want to return to? Where can I be more patient, more consistent, and what is my tapasya? The goddess walks barefoot, not because she has to, but she honors every step. Let your steps be sacred today. Let your devotion be quiet but relentless. Let Brahmacharini light your path. I have a free spiritual journal attached in the description. If you want to have a quiet inner journey, it's free and you can download it or use it digitally.